Big backwood, the little engine that could. All gas, no brake. Y'all know the keys close to case. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it. Spark up, fire up, roll up, whatever you call it. Spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it. Spark up, fire up, roll up, whatever you call it. Spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Big blunts, I'm trying to smoke a runs. I already zipped out the guts, come on and roll it up. If you ready to smoke, come on and fuck it up. I'ma hit your wood, but I can't roll it up. It's like in surgery, you gotta nip and tuck. Please don't add no paper, that shit fuck it up. Y'all be adding our grab for all the extra stuff. Straight weed, and hold it extra, please. A big black, white out, give me what I need. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Pressure, put it in the air. Come on, look, baby, we gon' play it fair. Right now, it should be big blunts everywhere. Come on, don't stand right there and stare. Pressure, put it in the air. Come on, look, baby, we gon' play it fair. Right now, it should be big blunts everywhere. Come on, don't stand right there and stare. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Catch that shit. I see you over there straight chiefing and shit. Done sipped in the corner after hit our shit. Man, who the fuck invited this clown? Grabbing with the weed like ain't enough to go around. The bitch on these promises down. Cause everybody around here caught more than the pound. More than the pound. More than the pound. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. Fire up, roll up, whatever you call it, spark up. What is the weed? What is the weed? What is the weed? Just fire the streets, please. You fire up. 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 You fire up.
For the team, took a bullet for the dream that we would one day all be free, free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity, I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I'm still live through technology. After the sun, then comes the rain. And after the storm, the sun will start shining. What tears of pain, and tears of pain, and tears of pain. Your destiny will manifest, yes, falls in the sand.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, fam? It's your dude BubzDaGawd here. Y'all please excuse me for being late. Okay. I was trying to get this shit together, okay, because this was kind of spur of the moment. I kind of wanted to try something different in reference to, let me go on the big screen, bitch, excuse me. What's going on? I wanted to try something different in reference to, like, I guess more popular commentary. I've been doing a little bit more queer activism. And speaking of queer activism, y'all, I'm excited. We got somebody in the building, this BRBR. We got Jay Inclusive in this mug. What's going on, Jay? What's going on? If you do not know who J Inclusive is, you need your ass beat. I'm just playing, but make sure y'all go over and subscribe to J Inclusive. J Inclusive be doing the damn thing where they do it for the culture and not for the views. I appreciate all the work that they've done. They've been able to keep up to date with all of the news that's happening in the queer community. Okay, so again, shout out to them. Amazing commentary, amazing videos. Just I like the way that everything is put together, and we need more people like J Inclusive. We have too many messy, heartbroken, broken-hearted, broken booty hole ass bitches in the world, girl, who are hurting. And we need people that can come through and do what needs to be done, and J Inclusive is definitely one of those individuals, so make sure y'all subscribe to J Inclusive. We also have, let me see, we got Deshawn in the building, girl, who is on they Diddy freak neek shit on me. In the comments, it reads, Sean in jail, I'll baby oil you up, BubzDaGawd, nice and glazed like a honey bud. Okay? Excuse me. Not you about to baby D me. You about to unleash all the new snacks and goodies and delectables on the niggas, what you saying? But we got Deshawn in the building. He gonna always be in the building, y'all, because this BubzDaGawd. Shout out to him. He is the MVP. Okay? Of the shorties, girl. He said, bitch, I'm number one. None of you hoes can. I'm just playing. We got Kenneth Tooks in the building. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe to Kenneth Tooks as well. I have to get into Kenneth Tooks, and Kenneth, no shade. I'm not being messy or nothing like that. I have so much shit going on in my life. I have to actively remember to watch people's stuff. You get what I'm saying? So please forgive me, but make sure y'all go over and subscribe to them. I believe you recently celebrated a anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if it was your 15th anniversary, but let me know. Let me know. Let's see. Jay putting up the Christmas tree. It's about that time. Let's see. We got T for T in the building. What's going on? Make sure y'all subscribe to T for T as well. Dope ass commentary. I love they panel discussions when it's the short stack revolution. Me, T for T, Queen Stevie, Deshawn, and anyone else that want to show up. If you want a place and a space for you to be able to talk your shit amongst the queer community, baby, T for T is where the fuck it's at. All right. Let's see who else we got here. Let's see. Yes, 13 years. I'm sorry. 13 years. All right. So with that being said, I don't want to be here too long. Because, baby, I just got my internet shit rectified. And I want to finish watching Interview with the Vampire. Because, baby, the motherfucking lead nigga who playing de le bonk, de le conk, de le funk. I don't know, girl. But you about to be bent over. And I'm going to get some of that bookie conk. Nigga, because that motherfucker is fine. He has always been fine when he was on Game of Thrones. He was fine with his non-speaking ass, and now he's speaking and stuff. And they keep showing this nigga booty cheeks. And again, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Lord, thank you for booty cheeks. I'm just saying. That's just me. Okay, that's just BubzDaGawd. All right? But I got to get back to watching that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and review episode 1 of the Sean Combs The Reckoning documentary. Okay, this episode was entitled Pain and Love. Again, I'm going to do this and test this and see how this does. If this gets, like, if there's enough numbers behind this or people who want more, I will gladly do it. No shade. Because this documentary, even though there were people who said that, oh, there's nothing really new here, I understand that, but it just continues to, like, damn this man. There was stuff in this documentary that I personally did not know that made me look at Sean like, bro, wow. Or just in general, making this bigger than Sean. How there are people in positions of power who use money and fear to be able to control their own narrative of people around them. It's one thing to control your own narrative as a subjective person. It's another thing to force other motherfuckers objectively outside of you to follow what you say. Okay? And if Diddy was an individual who was a man of honor and of valor and of stature and a man to be looked up to, then you shouldn't be worried the way you are, sir. Because again, if you walking in truth now that you are Diddy Love, and how dare you fuck up the name Love. Yes, Love is going to save your ass, But you're gonna have to offer up your booty holes as sacrifice, nigga, to be able to get out of the situation. Okay? But we know he's not doing that. And this documentary, again, just damned him. Now, no shade. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, even though you have done some trifling shit your damn self, because you're not a perfect nigga, and I wonder who's gonna do a documentary on your ass. But when it comes down to this documentary, they did their big motherfucking one with this one. It kept me engaged. The storytelling, I love how they set everything up. And on top of that, they using the nigga own footage against him. You know you gotta be a petty, messy bitch to acquire someone else's footage about your shit. And the stuff that was said in this documentary when no one else was around as far as the public, but that motherfucking camera girl, shout out to that white boy girl, that was the only time you used your white privilege, bitch, was to tell them hoes, I cut the camera off and the camera's still on. These niggas don't know how to work cameras. So whoever that white boy is, thank you. We appreciate you for what you have done. Okay? Thank you. But it's just crazy how, again, all this information came together. And once again, there's some information that I did not know. So it was revealing to me. And I mean, we're here. So let me look at y'all comments before we get in. Make sure I hit that like button because it helps the channel to grow on the algorithms. We're at 963 to the road of 1K. Okay? And y'all liking the video helps me to get there. Okay? If you like the vibe, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, make sure it's set to all. And if you feel compelled, you can bless the Cash App, okay? Because the nigga is trying to put things together, girl. And sometimes I'm gonna need the community to be able to help out, girl. I be using my time, effort, energy that I ain't gonna never get back, girl. I need to make sure that there is a reciprocal thing here. Because when it comes down to spiritual laws, baby, you have to give and receive. So if you want to give unto thee, you can hit that Cash App, $BubzDaGawd. We take everything that jingle and folds and swipes. Amen. Amen. So let's see the comments. Give me a second. Yes, I see Deshaun on his own special oil rubbing session. Yes, he is. Deshaun is ready to rub me the hell down, baby. Now, if you gonna rub me down, Deshaun, it can't be no sensual shit, bitch. I made a deep tissue massage. I need to be screaming. Bitch, you better put all your muscles into my back. I need to be screaming in pain, girl. This is not time for ecstasy, bitch. If you gonna massage me, girl, massage me to where the pleasure is afterwards. And stay away from my booty hole. That's all I ask. We got DJ The Truth TV in the building. What's going on, DJ? Hope all is well. Let's see. The Diddy documentary is insane and kept my attention for those 4 episodes on Netflix. A lot of tea being spilled in Sean Combs' reckoning. Makes sense and didn't surprise me at all. We got Harold in the building. Shout out to Harold, bitch, in the building today. Shout out to you. I'm glad that you're here. And again, I want y'all to sign up in the comments. Whether you agree, disagree, whether you love Diddy, whether you hate Diddy, whether you're indifferent about Diddy. Let me know. Tell me. Okay? But anyway, let me remove this intro. And let's get into it, okay? We're going to do it like this. There we go. 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, here we go. That's not the one, girl. I removed the wrong one. Sorry. Here it is. Boom. I have a script here. I took my ideas and thoughts and put it into a little script. So I'm going to be reading some shit and then we're going to kind of dive off into the stuff, okay? No shade. But as you can see on the screen, girl, it reads, it could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirtiest, dirty business of media and propaganda. This nigga basically saying, girl, if you can find Satan, get him on the line, please. Because I'm going to need his help. Because it wasn't God that was helping your ass, nigga. It was the God of this world. Lucifer, son of that morning. Yoda Baoth was helping your ass, girl. The way this man was talking in the beginning of the documentary, talking about, oh, I've been a nice dude. I've been trying to go ahead and play it y'all way, but y'all way not working, because what we have learned and discovered throughout this documentary is that the one drug, fuck the pink tootsie shit. Okay? Fuck the baby oil with goddamn MSG and all type of other shit in it. GHB, THC, MCA, girl. All types of shit all up in it. All that shit did not compare to the one drug that is the most important, the one drug that he will always be chasing, because without it he is nothing. That is the drug of power. And he has been used to getting his way all the time, being put in situations for him to be accountable and for him to get away. And now here we are with the same shit. So again, we start off and open up the documentary. Okay? With Diddy talking to his team just days before his arrest, right? And immediately you can see the panic in Diddy's his face, his voice, just the way that he shows up non-verbally with his bodily actions or gestures. It shows that he is scared. He's talking about literally fighting for his life, not just trying to be free from this shit, but because this shit is so damning, we got to find a way to hurry up and expedite the cleansing process. Because nigga, I've become an octopus in this bitch, and I have extended every aspect of myself into all these different worlds. The world of A&R, the world of artist development, the world of music and movies and fashion and liquor and all these other things that is bringing in all this money. I can't have any of that fucked up. So he was using his white privilege, even though he a nigga, he was using his white privilege to be able to get his way. But again, he's talking about literally fighting for his life, realizing that he can't afford any more hits, girl. Baby, they is fucking this nigga up, bitch. Did y'all see how this nigga was walking back and forth talking about God told me not to do nothing? But yet you trying to get high as hell to hear God, girl. When all you hear is nothing, because now you fucked up too many times and now accountability is in the room to where, girl, you got to hear your own guilt and shame this time. That's what you should be hearing. That's what you should be dealing with, your guilt and shame. But again, I'm about a multi-millionaire. I'm just some dumb bitch, right? So hey, what the fuck do I know? But again, he realized he can't afford to take any more hits. He can't avoid accountability anymore. And for the first time in his career, especially in the realm of social media, where everybody's watching, everything's being recorded, everything's being dissected, everything's being broken down, that now you can't fully control your narrative, because there are people out there that are telling their stories with their narratives that involve your ass. And no shade, everybody can't be lying, pimping. Especially if you a man of honor and valor, like you said. There will be more motherfuckers speaking up for you as opposed to speaking against you. So then what happens is that we get to see these throwback clips of Diddy, right? Controlling his narrative for years. Okay? The shooting that happened at the club. The gun was in the car. It wasn't at the bar. Other type of things that he's been involved in, especially what we're going to learn about towards the end of this live, with a certain incident that happened that claimed 9 people's lives. And their families have not had any sort of justice done or served for the lives lost. But again, he goes back to trying to control his own narrative. He is explaining how the media portrays him wrong. Oh, they think that I'm just this gangsta ass nigga, cold-blooded ass nigga, shrewd businessman. I'm like on my Trump shit. It's all bullshit according to him, right? But here's the kicker though. Even now, even with all this coming down on him, he's got the money, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Okay, maybe I'll put some of his instrumentals in the next installment of reviews, but it's about the money. It's about the Benjamins, baby. It's about the dineros, the coins, bitch, the simoleons. It's all about that. But see, he has the money to put his responsibilities on the professionals to clean up his mess again. Same patterns, different decades. Right? So this is what we're dealing with right here, right? Let some of the more of the pictures pop up. I love closing my eyes and dreaming. I don't really deal with reality. Girl, when a nigga gotta wear shades in the club, there's one of two things. Either that nigga is a vampire, or he is a nigga that has sinned so much in his life, girl, that he don't want nobody to see into his eyes because his soul is so stained. This is so interesting to me, but at the same time not interesting, because this happens on all levels of the pyramid. We're just seeing what happens at the top, but it's a bunch of niggas, girl, who at the top of the bottom of the barrel, girl. They're on the top of the lower level of the shit that operate the same way that this nigga does. There's a local drug lord that operates the same way Sean, Combs, Diddy, Love, whatever Puff Daddy does. There's YNs right now that operate the same way that Diddy does, that wants to reach the same level of Diddy, that same level of power and control, to where now, if you're not healed, you're going to project your pain. And no shade, Sean Combs is projecting a lot of his pain onto so many people, so many innocent people who literally thought this man was going to help change their life, that he was an example or representation that you can come from nothing and become something, even though this nigga already came from something. Let's see what more pictures pop up. What I got? Let's see. All right. Then what happens is that we get into Diddy's origin story, right? We jump back to 1989 in Harlem, okay, where we meet Kirk Burroughs. Put him on the screen, girl. I want to put that there. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get. That's been that nigga's mentality the whole time. It's just that money and power gave him the ability to do that more. To where this man really started to tap into some godhood shit, but not the godhood of mastery of self, but the I'm God of everybody, bitch. I create all of y'all shit. We've seen the progression. But again, let's go ahead and get back into the origin story. Let me put this picture up so we can see who's talking. Make sure you hit the like button. And I put a filter on, girl. I don't know why this filter got Kirk Burroughs over here looking like Flav, girl, with a little bit of brown, girl. Yeah, boy. Again, we jump back to 1989 in Harlem, where we meet Kirk Burroughs, girl. The man who co-founded Bad Boy Entertainment with Sean Combs, okay, a.k.a. Diddy. See, Kirk was dazzled by this 19-year-old Howard University dropout with a big-ass forehead, girl. This goddamn kid and play shit, anorexic style, girl, because he went to a Catholic school. But he had big ideas and had unique talent. Okay. See, Sean wanted to influence the culture through the music industry. Okay. And girl, he has done that. This is what happens when you are so sure about your future, but you don't have any guidance around you to help you stay accountable, to help you stay grounded. This is what happens. This is a cautionary tale for people who get into these levels of power or believe in themselves so much. Because one thing that I will give Sean Combs is that whatever this nigga put his mind to, he was able to accomplish. But see, if he was putting things in mind for himself, now all the things that he's done to get to this level, there was a lot of, I gotta believe, crimson fluid flowing in this bitch in order for a lot of his stuff to manifest. There was a lot of backstabbing, a lot of pulling the rug under, a lot of exploiting to get to where he is as far as that level and that power and that tax bracket. But in the beginning, he had a dream. And what the mind conceives and the heart believes, if you be consistent with it, the hand will achieve. I'm doing that in my own individual life right now. I'm going through so many different transitions that are terrifying because I don't know what's going to happen because we're so used to being in control. But I'm so glad that I'm learning this on a lower level before I rise and ascend. Because there's so many niggas right now, when they get to a certain level of money or power or influence, they will become this nigga. Which is why when you ascend and grow in whatever it is that you're doing, you have to make sure you keep people around you who, first of all, gonna tell your ass no, gonna tell you that you motherfucking tripping, and will read your ass for filth if you fuck around. But of course, Diddy didn't have a real man around him growing up, so. But anyway, before all this, right, before Sean and them created Bad Boys and all this other type of shit, right, before all this happened, this was Diddy. Girl. Diddy over here looking like old boy from Hey Arnold. Okay? Looking like the reject version of the black kid from Stranger Things. I forgot his name. With the whole fit and everything. But see, before all this, Sean was a dancer, appearing in music videos, girl. We saw him bouncing around and shaking his shoulders, bitch, with them women's and cheerleaders and shit, bitch. We saw him doing all of this. And it's so funny. This nigga been dancing and he was still dancing and probably in prison dancing. But it's funny, he was a dancer. Okay, he was in Stacey Lattisaw's What You Need video, also a video by the individuals named Fine Young Cannibals. Okay, and at this time, this was when hip-hop was just being birthed, girl. It was the Lamar's breathing of it all, girl, to get ready to prepare for what was coming out. But again, hip-hop was being birthed, carving out its own lane. There was no way that you could deny this new sound. This new sound was coming in, and baby, it was doing something transformative, revolutionary. Okay, now, at that time, independent labels were popping up everywhere with their own artists, right? And one of those independent labels happened to be a label by the name of Uptown Records, which was ran by Andre Harrell with artists like Heavy D and I'll Be Sure. Now, here's how determined Sean was at this time, right? Now, while at Mount St. Michael's High School, a Catholic private school, you went to Cranbrook, that's a private school, which, no shade, kind of honestly explains a lot of his behavior because we know them religious hoes be the most freakiest, bitch. Them religious hoes gonna find a way to bust a nut girl without God seeing it, even though God gonna see it. But what happened is that he would continuously knock on Heavy D's door every day, asking, trying to manifest a way to be able to meet Andre Harrell. Now, at this time, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get a sip of water real quick. Girl, water is everything in this bitch. Okay, so again, this is Andre Harrell right here on the left. Girl, looking like Luther Vandross, gay cousin, bitch. And we have Heavy D and the boys coming in, moving, girl. And for Heavy D, he can move. Let me tell you something. If it's a big nigga that can move, girl, you might want to respect him, bitch. And don't let him be hungry, girl. Because they were motherfucking raiding across the screen at your ass, girl. Okay, I'm just saying. But these are the two individuals. All right. Let me see what else I got, because I was just putting shit together, girl. These are pictures from the damn shit. Okay, so we'll keep it here. Okay, so what happens is that Tim Dog Patterson, okay, I thought I had a picture of his ass, but I didn't, who was an A&R at Uptown, explains that there were only two gatekeepers when it came to the hip-hop's financial side, the side where the money and the residual and the big bucks, a lot of places where the white people are invested at, okay, which is the money aspect of them. The two gatekeepers were, again, Andre Harrell and Russell Simmons. But Sean, again, being so determined and wanting to manifest that life for himself, he was able to secure an internship with Andre. And immediately, because he did that, it strengthened his I gotta have it all mindset. I wanted it all. And speaking of wanted it all, and the windows to the wall till the sweat dropped down the balls. And when he did all this, he walked all that out in the most of disrespectful ways. For example, as you see on the screen, you have the beautiful, may she rest in power forever, Kim Porter on the left. Lord Jesus, I'm gay, but I would try. So here it is, while working as an intern, he's eyeing Andre's artist, one of his biggest artists, Al B. Shore's goddamn light skin, light bright, unibrow having ass girlfriend, Kim Porter again on the left, who was the receptionist. Now, the moment Sean saw Kim, he decided that he had to have her ass, bitch. I need to have you right here, right now, in every other way. I need to. And even though he was dweeby as hell, he said, bitch, even though I look like I can do your homework, even though I look like I might have extra pens and papers and pencils and shit, even though I might look like I smell like a crave case underneath my arm sometimes, girl, the confidence that I have in me, girl, see, I'm gonna be the nigga who's dweeby now, bitch, but y'all gonna be wanting to suck my dick to get a record deal. And lo and behold, I'm pretty sure Diddy had some of his classmates suck his dick, girl, allegedly, to get the positions at Bad Boy. Girl, you want to be a bad boy, you got to swallow like a bad bitch. All right? Now, Sean went through Uptown's Flavor Camp, which I guess inspired his own Flavor Camp, girl. No shade, the gay edition. Where he learned how to become literally that nigga. He was in places and spaces that was different than what he was used to. He was seeing what happens behind the scenes when all the record executives and all the big wigs would relax and chill out. And it was not about business anymore. It was more so about pleasure. And in that space, in that place, Sean being so determined, he was able to be observant of his environment. As we're going to learn later on in the live, he's grown to be observant because, baby, he was raised in a super fly existence. So this ain't nothing new to him. This is just the more modern version. And imagine watching that shit on screen and then seeing that shit happen around your home and then transmuting that in a way to where it's like, bitch, I'm gonna replicate my own version of that. And the universe set it up to where this nigga went into spaces with other people who were doing what he's already been doing or has seen for the majority of his life. And now he's an adult where he gets to have control and money. And I get to become the pimp nigga. And I get to become the super fly nigga. And I get to become the one the bitches want to fuck on and niggas want to be jealous of. I get to be that one. Shit. And because he was in that space, he learned what was important. Money was definitely a signifier. Power, definitely a signifier. Women, you need them because they complement the other signifiers. And you need the fashion, bitch. You gotta be looking like you know what you're doing, bitch. You can't be dressed like no bum-ass nigga or bum-ass bitch, girl. You gotta dress like you just know what money is. And Sean was so used to dressing up, girl. He was dressed like an Isley brother at the age of 7. So he knows how to make shit work. And because of that, he learned about the behind the scenes where all the real shit and the scary shit happened. But he also learned through that this will become the mask that he will use to hide behind all the horrible things that he would do, all the horrible shit that was to come. All right? Let me see if I got some more pictures. Make sure I hit that like button. T for T said he was an abuser in college. Not the breathing, craving out the birth. They have a hit carving, girl. Is that you gonna say carving? That's craving. Deshaun, you need to eat some ice and put some ice down there, baby, because your ass is on some R. Kelly. My body yearning on desire. Girl, look at Sean. Sean look like Girl, no shade. When I told y'all about my what's it called? My wonderfully made docu-series, girl, and I was and snitching on myself about my queer shit, girl. Sean looked like one of the neighborhood kids that I was experimenting with a lot, girl. Looked just like him in the mouth and the nose and the eyebrow area, girl. Looked just like him. I'm just saying. Let's see what else I got as far as pictures. Let's see. What else we got? Okay, this is it. Girl, look at him. Look at it. Will you look at it? We got Queen Spicy in the building. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay. Te quiero mucho. Ay, 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 ay. I take a tour. Anamana. I don't know where that came from, girl. But anyway, because of Sean's tenacity, right? Because of his drive and his determination to be able to get shit done, Andre brought the nigga closer. Closer than close. Eventually, Sean moved in with him, girl. Just like how Sean had Usher and motherfucking Justin Bieber and everybody else living in this nigga house. Okay? And Andre became this patriarchal figure manifested, girl, because he didn't remember much of his father. But as far as this man stepping in like a father, became this figure that Sean never really had growing up. And this is where Sean learned how to become a gatekeeper himself. He allowed himself to be groomed. It's one thing to groom a motherfucker that don't know they being groomed. But to groom somebody who is telling you that they want to be groomed, girl, this is when shit gets interesting. And because he learned how to become a gatekeeper, because of the shit he dealt with in his life and where he was, he would then learn how to exploit his gatekeeper shit against countless creators later until the universe birthed out a wonderfully talented but yet crazy ass bitch by the name of Jaguar Wright, who was letting us know about this shit before the documentaries came out, girl. I'm just saying. But let's talk about how all that happened. But before we can get into him expressing or projecting his pain onto others, let's see what other clips I have, girl. Look at Andre looking at him, girl. Looking at that dude with that big ass mouth, girl. And Andre Harrell was a big gum motherfucker. I like, damn, girl. I know when it's time to suck dick, girl, ain't gonna be no teethus. Girl, because there's barely none there. Girl, I don't know what type of shit this is. Girl, look at this. Look at this. Of course we ain't going nowhere. Girl, look at that. Let me stop, girl. May I find a nigga to look at me like the way that nigga looking at him. So here, we in 1977, girl. Okay, this 1977. And we here with Tim Patterson, who takes us back, okay, and talks about his childhood with Sean. Y'all see him on the screen. Tim Patterson is on the left. Sean is on the right, because again, he will be the best dressed in class, girl. He already waking up in the morning, getting dressed, coming out to school, coming out to his house, talking about, hey, well, girl. Ooh. Tim Patterson takes us back, and he talks about Sean. He gives us this story about how he taught Sean how to ride a bike. Shout out to Sean, riding the bike. I know how that is, girl, especially when the training wheels come off and you start riding, you feel free until you hit a tree, bitch, and you're done. Okay? And he also realized that they were both fellow misfits. And even though they was both fellow misfits, girl, Tim noticed something that was different between his family and Sean's family. Tim said that, you know, my father taught me right from wrong. I was a misfit, but I would still know where the line was as far as the misfit shit, because I get my ass beat. Do you get what I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you? But when it came down to Sean, again, his family was different. His father, as we discovered, was involved in the drug world. Okay? Sean grew up around drug money, grew up around this type of way of living, of being. Again, think Superfly, think the Mac. Hell, if you want to, think Dolomite. I'm surprised they ain't say that shit. But anyway, think all those things. And he's seen this at a young age. Okay, and that Superfly and that Mac environment, that became his life. And let's talk about those blaxploitation films. I love blaxploitation films. I love Blackula. I love Scream, Blackula Scream. I love Black Girl. I love Cleopatra Jones, both of the damn movies. I like JD's Revenge. I like Black Abbey. I like what else? It's a lot of shit that I like. But those type of films, I love how these older men be sitting there talking about, oh, you got all this trap shit, all the kids over here talking about they want to be the dope man, they want to be this. Oh, we in my day, in your day, you want to be a pimp. In your day, you wanted to wear the nut hugger shit where the pants were so tight that the dick was on the side, girl, and we could see the booty meat, girl. You talking about gay shit, girl? That was really gay, girl. Your dick was on the side and your booty. Them niggas wanted to be pimps. They wanted a big Cadillac, gangster white walls, and TV in the back, girl. Sunroof top with the gangster. They want all of that. But Sean was already living it. Right? So again, these blaxploitation films inspired everything around Sean. And again, it wasn't just on the screen. It was the reality. So if you're looking at something on the screen and then you're looking at your reality and it looks or is the same, then you're going to emulate that more. And in that environment, he learned how to become a hustler, how to be cold-hearted and cold-blooded, and most importantly, that money was more important than anything else, because the money was able to create the shit. Now, Tim begins to explain that, Sean was goofy growing up, okay? But the nigga could not defend himself. And no shade, when you a goofy ass nigga, girl, and you got more money than some of your classmates, kids can be assholes, girl. They would judge your ass for all types of shit. And they started bullying him for that. Okay? And because he didn't know how to defend himself, he would get hellish beatings from his mother. Because his mother was like, I'm not about to raise no punk ass bitch. Just like Mama D said she didn't want her son going around, bitch, with a purse. This was the old school way of doing it. And again, she saw the pimp shit, so she knew what to do. So after these beatings, his mother would tell him, if someone harms you, you go to a greater length to harm them more. Bitch, you better break a goddamn bottle on the damn curb and stab a bitch in the eye. You better take a brick and slap a bitch with it. You better strangle a bitch with a water hose, bitch. You got this goddamn motherfucking Mad Hatter, Henry the Head Hatter ass hat. You can snuff a bitch out. Take your goddamn motherfucking meat coat off and wrap it around this motherfucker, girl, while you commence to beating his ass like old boy from A Christmas Story. You do whatever it is to make sure that your ass win. You do whatever it is to make sure that you survive the motherfucking encounter. Make sure that nigga never want to fuck with you again. And no shade, even though he got his ass beat and learned that, I do believe, especially in this time, girl, especially for queer people, especially black queer people, and especially black trans women, it's time for y'all to start defending yourselves on that type of tip, girl. If a motherfucker attack you, bitch, I want you in your mind to just assume, girl, they're going to kill me, girl, and unalive me. So if you're going to unalive me, and I know you are, allow me to do it first. Because one of us will be leaving, and one of us will not be leaving alive. And I've already made my choice. So he learned this at a young age. Right? And what we then discovered is that Sean dealt with so much motherfucking pain pimping, he learned to project that onto others. And one of the people that Diddy inflicted that onto, as you can see on the screen, is Joy Dickerson Neal. On the right, her back in the day, her on the left, currently. Now, around 1989, 1990, she met Sean while promoting music videos, okay? Sean was, at that time, throwing these very successful parties on the side, right? And you would think, oh, that's dope. You throwing parties on the side and shit. You bringing the community together. I'm just trying to bring my people together. All this type of shit. That was all a smoke screen. The reason why the nigga was promoting it is because he trying to get himself out there. He said, fuck you hoes, bitch, this is my shit. He already had the idea, girl. His shit was already successful, girl. He knew how to get the shit done, girl. He knew how to be the life of the party. He said, y'all be talking about I'm a dweeb ass niggas and all this shit. Let me show you what I can do with my powers. Because I have no choice, bitch. Y'all know I grew up I grew up with money, but it didn't mean I grew up with love. Real unconditional love. But I know how to make people like me. And that's what he proceeded to do. He proceeded to become that nigga because he had the idea for it. He was going to manifest the life that he wanted. So again, we go back to Joy. He's throwing these successful parties at the time. All about him. As we can see, pure narcissist behavior. Always promoting himself, girl. Shout out to the narcissist. Joy then gets invited to one of Sean's parties. And then gets invited to an after party at Andre Harrell's house. Andre was not there from what we were told. Of course, at that time, people were tracking in mud all through the damn house. So, you know, Joy, being the individual that she is, she decides to volunteer to help Sean clean up the mud. Because of that, and her being so kind-hearted, this led to her being asked to fill in as a video girl for Finesse and Sanquis's, girl, I think that's how I said it, Straight from the Soul music video. And she needed a ride back to Manhattan, so, of course, she did it. And do I have a clip of that? Do I have a picture of that? I don't think I do, but if it does, y'all will see it. But then as we continue further with Joy's story, we learn the devastating truth. Unfortunately, Joy was actually abused by Sean. There were acts performed on her while drugged, and she was being secretly recorded. Her mother then writes this heartbreaking letter to Sean's parents, begging them to hold him accountable for the obscene videotape that's being shared at parties. Because again, what allegedly was happening, because Joy said that when she was told that there was a video out about her, they described the video, and it broke her down because it was, oh my God. And now this is being put out. And again, because it's men, y'all, they looking at these videos, damn, that's so-and-so's bitch. Damn, I knew that bitch was a hoe. And not only that, it now lets them know, oh, I can fuck the bitch too, because the bitch is easy. Thank you, bro, for letting me know where the hoes at. And they showing them the hoes. But again, they don't know that these women were drugged and coerced into these things. Now, at that time, even though Joy was having nightmares about that experience, screaming the top of her lungs, when she decided to go forth and to try to get some fucking help, people either said, what do you want me to do about it? Can't remember that, bitch, when it's your turn. Or she was met with, well, I mean, if I help you, well, then I can't get into his parties. So again, this is it. Imagine how Joy must feel knowing that something, realizing, coming to the awareness that something happened to her, and that what happened to her was showcased to people who were able to describe it. And then trying to find a way to deal with this shit, and nobody is trying to help her to find a solution to deal with this. Because again, it's either, well, I don't tell you, bitch, you acting like that don't happen. I was great, my great so-and-so was great, we was all great, so what you want me to do? It was either that, or again, I want to help you, but if I do, bitch, I still gotta live, girl. If something happened to your ass, I still gotta live, so I gotta make sure I'm good. Who would choose themselves over her instead of walking in the empathetic aspect of life like so many Christians claim that they do? So, because all that was happening, she began to feel completely abandoned. But then we also learned that the documentary reveals that Sean was emulating an individual by the name of Alpo Martinez, who was the famous Harlem drug lord who would frequent this place called the Rooftop, again, one of those premier spaces where you gotta be that nigga to be there, with many women. And he was also recording actual encounters without consent and then showing them at parties. And because of that, because Mr. Alpo operated in the way that he operated in, Sean wanted that same status. He wanted to be envied, he wanted to be respected, and he wanted to be desired. And he would do anything that he needed to do in order for that to manifest. So after the assault, sometime later, Joy ran into Sean on the street. And the guilt and shame, I guess, must have hit him because he got on his knees and swore that he did not do it. He was completely denying everything. And imagine someone downplaying the abuse that they did to you, and then years later, you're in Times Square, and they have this big-ass fucking poster, this big-ass advertisement of this nigga with his head down and his fist up and shit in victory, which literally made Joy vomit. Imagine somebody who has completely did you wrong and treated you like shit get rewarded in life. You know how fucking crazy that is, bruh? Oh, Alpo from the movie Paid in Full. So that was a movie. That wasn't even a real nigga. So this nigga was emulating shit from a movie? I don't know a lot about trap shit. But wow, shout out to Queen Spicy. Please, if I make mistakes, correct me, girl, because I thought this was a real nigga, bitch, the way they said it. Now, let's continue with more of Sean's crazy shit. Okay? Oh, also a real person? Okay. Thank you, Off the Nart. Appreciate you. See, I appreciate people coming through, helping me out, because I don't know everything. And let me say that I'm not going to be able to clock everything in this documentary as far as my review. So if there's some parts that I'm missing, please let me know. Because we all in this together. No High School Musical, because I hate High School Musical. So again, we have him here. There goes Sean back in the day, promote himself. Go look at him in the back. There go Miss Joy in the music video that she was in before she ended up having that unfaithful situation happen to her. They go Dougie Fresh, that big catfish mouth and them 12,000 rows of teeth. I hope, baby, shit. Nigga, when you go down on females, girl, do you give them hysterectomies? I hope you don't sneeze. Because if you sneeze, you gonna bite a hole in your chest. Damn. Lord. But shout out to them. Shout out to Dougie Fresh, because he's still alive. Yes, this is again here. We have Joy with her mother. Wrote a letter. She read the letter again. Make sure y'all go ahead and watch the documentary on Netflix. Okay? So here we are now. It's 1991, the year of my birth. Girl, December 1991. This is the first annual Heavy D and Puff Daddy celebrity charity basketball game at City College of New York. Now, y'all, this shit was so over-promoted and overhyped. There were lines around the lines that surrounded the fucking auditorium for people to get in. So again, overhyped, over-promoted, so many people are coming, $12 a ticket. You get to see these motherfuckers. Girl, you about to see Heavy D about to work the fuck out, girl. You about to see Heavy D. It's easy doing all this shit, girl, where they can say cut. Oh, shit. But you gotta drag the ball up and down, up the court, girl. They want to see this shit, girl. I would go and watch it too. Okay? But again, because it was overhyped and overpromoted, the building ended up being flooded with hundreds of people who bum rushed the door, and they stated in the documentary that basically bum rushing mean that when we find out that we've been waiting in line this whole time, bitch, you telling me that I was on the 4th line going all the way around in a circle, and I finally get to the door, and I've been here for 3 fucking hours in the cold and shit like that, and you telling me that I can't get in to see this nigga, bitch? You gonna let me see this? So they bum rushed the motherfucking thing. there were so many people in there that were also trying to find other places and exits that eventually, at the bottom of this particular stairwell, it opened from the outside, not the inside. So people were literally being crushed. If you are in a group of people and everybody start running, bitch, there's a likelihood that if you trip, you could lose your life. There are plenty of people, unfortunately, who lost their lives in a human stampede. And because of this situation, 9 people lost their lives who were crushed in the stampede. And the crazy part is that for Mr. Diddy here, which is why I believe the Illuminati girl, if you're going to believe in him, girl, love him so much, girl, because like he stated in the whole situation, this is where shit get dark. This tragedy became the catalyst for Sean's initial rise to fame. He became famous because of tragedy, a formula that he would definitely repeat throughout his life. Girl. Now, after the whole situation happened, Sean and his mother was holed up in a hotel, after the situation, waiting to see what would happen. And because of what was going on with the news and everything, and just word on the street, she began to question her son about his actions. And he completely went off on her ass, calling her a bitch, and slapped her. That he did some Mac pimp shit to his mother. Now, because of what was going on, at this point, some of the other people who were the investors of at Uptown Records wanted Sean's ass out. They said, "No, pimping. He gotta go." And what happened is that Andre... Why is my shit not charging, bro? Hold on. My shit should be charging. Hold on. Bro, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on with my phone. But hey. I'm using my phone as a webcam. So again, Uptown Records wanted Sean out. And even though Andre, fought to keep him. He fought to keep Sean there. And Sean, of course, wanted redemption. He wanted to be able to prove that, look, I can transmute the situation into something that actually benefits me. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me, benefits the company. And I'm speaking like Sean Diddy Combs, girl. But find a way to bring forth redemption. And Andre gave him a chance to work A&R. And then because of that opportunity, Sean had the opportunity to develop groups that we still sing to this motherfucking day. Just like Jodeci, "Time Slipping Away From Me." Mary J. Blige, dry ass, doing that damn kick shit, girl, because she know this is bullshit. Okay, and plenty of others. But during that time, Andre reminded Sean of this. The only mindset that matters, again, he's talking to Sean. The only mindset that matters is that, Sean, you are the star, not the artist. The artist wouldn't be anything without your ass. You're more important than them. You must control everything. And Sean said, thank you. Okay, for the affirmation. Thank you for the awareness that I low-key already wanted. And thank you for giving me the keys to do that. Sean then became responsible for the aesthetic and sound of Jodeci and Mary J. Blige, where he literally took things from other people and made it his own. He had an ear. He had an ear for what was hot. He was able, again, there was a DJ in the documentary, I forgot his name and I don't have the picture here, where he would end up taking R&B vocals and place them over hip-hop beats. And that's exactly the same formula that Sean emulated, which gave Jodeci a unique sound, girl. Because when you can take one song and sing it 4 different ways, bitch, that's going to make the song more hot. Different versions, that's dope. That beat, that's creative. That keeps your song alive. And then, of course, with Mary J's, what's the 411 album? Unique in its own perspective. Dark, mysterious. But it was something that you could vibe with. So he was responsible for all that. This nigga low-key had the Midas touch. Everything that he touched Turn to gold. Do I have this instrumental? Because I think I need to have this instrumental playing because I love this instrumental. And because of his hard work, in 1992, he was then promoted to VP of A&R and Artist Development at Uptown Records. So the nigga is moving up. He said, I don't give a fuck what you bitches think about me, girl. I'm going to win in this shit. And he's getting away with this. He has people grooming him that's telling him that, my nigga, if you got the money and the power and the privilege, you can make anybody do something. So when we hear stories of Jaguar Wright saying that there was a intern that told her that she walked in on Christopher Williams allegedly working it all the way, head to the side, slow grind, up and down, was doing all of that to Diddy, and then said, bitch, I want you to see this. Because this is what money does, girl. I can do whatever the hell I want to do, and you motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit about it. Because I have money, power, and privilege, bitch, which means I can transform your life. Now, which direction that goes, that's gonna be on how you show up. So it doesn't make what she said like a crazy statement or assumption, because this nigga has been showing us this, but because he was so good at controlling his narrative and keeping people quiet, that we just fell for it. That's why I love social media, because no shade is going to expose the truth. That's why I tell people, including myself, and reminding myself to love yourself, because you're going to be exposed. All of us are going to be exposed. And Sean was low-key exposing himself this entire time. But when you ain't got nobody telling you no or telling you the truth, that eventually happens. Arthur Nark said he always has a good excuse for a tragedy. Harold say, this is my first time hearing about that Stampede incident. Me too. The nonchalant attitude of Puffy was what was so puzzling. No sympathy for the victims. You know, he only spoke out to save face. Of course, because again, it's a PR stunt. It's how Hollywood, the entertainment industry moves. He was young and successful time and time again. Yes, Miss Jordan doesn't want to seem to be bothered with Diddy. Thank y'all for letting me know that Alpo was a gangster. Because the only Alpo I know is dog food. Now I ain't even got a damn dog. Okay, we almost done, y'all. We doing good. We doing good. Shout out to y'all being here. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. So here it is, girl. November 1992. Okay, he done shaved all his head off, bitch. He looked like he needs some water. He looked like 50 Cent in that one movie when 50 Cent was anemic looking. Let's see. This is where I'm at. Yes, this is where we at. So, at this point, because Sean has the fucking Midas touch, everything he touches turns to gold. Sean's trajectory was getting too big for Uptown, right? He was doing what the fuck he wanted to do. He told that nigga, bitch, I'm gonna come in late, high, drunk. I might get my dick sucked in the car outside, and then I'm gonna come in and then I'm gonna do a little bit of my work, and then I'm gonna stop and get blown again, and then I might finish it again, and then I'm gonna be done when I'm done with it. Like, let me do my thing, nigga. Like, I know how to make shit. He was in his shit. So because of that, tension grew between him and Andre, and eventually Andre ends up firing him. Because he fired him, Sean was so fucking sick. But because Sean has to have it all, he decided to carve out his own lane. And of course, with the West Coast sound dominating hip-hop at the time, Sean needed to tap into that wave. And even though Andre let Sean go, he gave him a parting gift. Gave Sean, at that time, Biggie fucking Smalls, who was an Uptown record artist, but gave to him to develop. Then we had this motherfucker, girl, the motherfucker that Jaguar Wright hates so much that be having me roll on the floor when she talk about this nigga, girl. I forgot to put the thing here. Did I put the shit in here, girl, about Misa? I ain't put the thing about Misa in this bitch. Damn, I forgot to put that in. As you see on the screen, girl, I forgot the nigga name, girl, because it was in my notes, but I forgot it. Okay? But this individual was a rapper, part of, I think it was MPMD, something like that. I think his name is Eric something. It's Eric here. Sean ended up meeting Eric. He was a big fan of the group, and he wanted to get Eric to do the intro for Mary's What's the 411 album. And after that happened, they became friends. And as you can see on the screen here, Eric says, I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. Thank you, Kenneth. Eric Sermon, thank you. Shout out to the people who correct me. Help me out, too. We in this together. So we have Eric Cert here. Now, what happens is that Eric is dealing with a beautiful young woman, as you're about to see on the screen here soon, by the name of Misa Hilton. Okay? I believe it did not work out between Eric and Misa, but they still wanted to be friends. Sean saw that as the opportunity to be Mr. Take Your Itch. Girl, he has to take the person because at that time, Eric was that nigga, and Sean was envious about these niggas who actually had talent. Girl, only talent that Sean had was sucking up. Girl, and these niggas had a real talent, so of course he has the money, the power, the privilege, the swag, girl. Money make niggas attractive in certain type of ways. So again, he was able to steal Misa. Okay? Because of that shit, girl, the relationship becomes abusive. Sean and Misa are fighting back and forth outside of Uptown Records, girl. Sean going upside down, inside out with her ass in the car wheel, wearing her ass out. Girl, was that the inspiration? Did he get inspired from What's Love Got to Do with It for that scene too, girl? He was beating her ass outside where people had to get the nigga off of him. So for the people talking about, oh, Sean ain't gonna do that, Diddy will never do that, they just hating on a black man. Well, this black man has been lying, scamming, scheming, and whooping ass and unaliving motherfuckers for a very long time, bitch. And now he has more money than ever to do it like a white man. Do it like a black girl. Do it like a white man. So what happens is they're in this abusive relationship, and because the money, and I don't know if I'll say the dick, girl, because I don't want to know about Diddy's dick, but the money was there to where Misa stayed and ended up becoming pregnant. And this is where Sean has his first child, Justin Combs. Jay Inclusive says Misa ain't ish either. She ain't shit either. I don't know much about her, but I'm gonna believe y'all. Misa Hilton is a great stylist, but that's about it. Lord, damn. Well, again, narcissists know how to attract broken people, people who are desperate. They know how to get them motherfuckers, girl. Look at how this nigga looking, girl. Never trust a nigga, girl, who can't even close his mouth all the way, girl. Girl, if you gotta irritate every time your teeth is out, your teeth. If a nigga walking around, girl, his teeth dry and teeth supposed to stay wet, girl, don't trust him. You gotta trust a motherfucker that can close their mouth all the way. See how I can close my mouth? See how my lips touch? I'm not sitting here with these damn protruding ass teeth, girl. Don't trust no nigga like this, girl. And I think somebody said the way that his lip line looked, somebody did a damn I sound like somebody old ass granddaddy, bitch. Some did a damn a diaphragm with pictures. You know what I mean? A collage. You know what I mean? And circled around these niggas' lips and said, if a nigga lip look like this at the top, do not trust them, girl. There's something said, girl, the lip looks evil. The lip looks like it's non-human. I'm just saying so. Kenneth said Misa Hilton is one who styled Lil' Kim at the 1999 movie MTV Video Awards, where she had the iconic purple pasty on her left tit. Oh, okay. Shout out to Misa. Girl, the only Misa that I know is the bitch that sing jazz. I try to do the best I can for you. She also sung that song, Still a Friend of Mine. Oh, that's the only Misa Mesa. That's the only M one I know. Let's continue further. Did I put that part in the script? No, we waiting for this motherfucker. Where he at? Here comes the person that Jaguar. Oh, we already talked about Biggie, right? Yes, we did. We talked about Biggie. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all hit the like button, girl. I was just taking pictures of putting there. Christopher Wallace and Notorious B.I.G. in front of the grocery store. Of course, girl. I mean, where else would you find? But he rest in power, girl. But where else would you find Snorlax, girl? Grocery, of course. Puff was like, I'm looking for some hardcore artist shit, girl. He said that Jodeci shit is done. That Mary J. Blige shit is done. That bitch getting on my nerves, talking about shit she won't do. You better motherfucking do that step dance, bitch, for 40 plus years, girl, to pay my ass back. You better be doing power and all this other shit you don't want to do, bitch, to pay me back. He want to do some hardcore gangster shit. Now it's time for him to be able to control gangster niggas. Because again, I ain't gotta pull the trigger. I can get some gang niggas to pull the trigger, bitch. Especially when if y'all want other episodes, girl. You said that's Angela Bofield. Why I said Mesa? Who is the other Mesa bitch? I don't know why I said Mesa. I saw somebody named Mesa and little Angela Bofield. No, not Angela Bofield. I'm sorry, not Angela Bofield. She's the person who originally sang it. It's an individual named Mesa. But she also, I forgot the name of the group, where the song was called Still a Friend of Mine. She did her own rendition of it. But yes, you're right. Angela Bofield is the individual who originally sung I Try. You're right. But I was talking about Mesa, I think. But again, Biggie ass, Uptown record person, being developed by Sean into Biggie motherfucking Smalls. Bitch, the hardcore trap ass nigga, and now Sean gets to become the hardcore trap ass nigga. He gets to live vicariously through these individuals, and the individuals that are responsible for Biggie Smalls becoming the icon that he is today, even though it was a tragedy for that to happen, was because of this motherfucker, girl. This is where Sean meets with Clive Davis, who is the president of Arista Records, girl. The records label that brought you the Whitney Houstons and the Aretha Franklins and the Phyllis Hymans and all the other girls and boys and men and women's and all the homosexuals and lesbians and straight people who were able to make it work on that. They end up meeting up with him. And the first song they play is Biggie's Gimme the Loot, which sealed the deal, girl. I thought that these white men hate that type of music, that's the type of music that's destroying our generation, the type of music that is fucking up America, the type of music, because you hear it now, especially with Trump and shit. You got these white motherfuckers, you're talking about, well, what about when Lil Vaughn got unalived, and what about when Lil Mook Mook got unalived? You would think that white man would have said, get y'all nigger asses out of here, promoting that shit. But instead, his eyes went big because now he was able to tap in and cash in on the era of hip-hop. When you look at the origins of hip-hop, it was more community-based. It was more about black consciousness. It was about waking up your black brothers and sisters. It was after the crack epidemic, girl. It was something that was meant to unify and uplift our people. And now these narcissistic dinosaurs, girl, who are 3 minutes younger than dirt, bitch, ended up putting their old, nasty, draconian-ass, undead-ass claws into hip-hop to take all the shit. But they can't really do it without some good, loyal, faithful niggas. Kenneth Tooks has a comment down there. I can't highlight it now, but because I'm at my screen, I got my phone here, but I can see it. It's one thing to be groomed by Andre Harrell. It's another thing to be groomed by a nigga who has, as you can see on the motherfucking screen, runs $100 million record company, who is the head of that says, oh, I like you. Oh yeah, I like you. Do you smoke? That's that. You know, that's DL language, bitch. Some of the DL niggas being turned on right now when I said that. Do you smoke? I do. You know, they start doing this shit. They start sitting back in their chair. Oh, I do. I do. No, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. No, it's look. Just sit down. Just chill out. Just relax. Everything's good. Just chill out. You want a drink? Here. Okay, now that you done took a shot, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You have great, amazing talent. You do. It's wonderful. I can see you going very far. I can see you in stadiums. I can see hundreds of thousands of people screaming your name. You could even be international. And I can give you that. Now let me suck your dick. It be shit like that. Be like, girl, what? And if you're trying to suck my dick, can you just get a fine nigga to do it, girl? I don't mind you on the corner doing your thing. I don't mind that. Get somebody who gonna make it rise, girl. I'm sorry, girl. I don't want the deal this bad, bitch. I'll go ahead and be a grocer, bagger. But that's what happened. So again, Biggie's song, Give Me the Loot, sealed the deal. At that time, Sean and his team created an LLC where Sean's mother held 70, I said 75. Girl, what is a 75? Ended up holding 75% of the LLC, and Kirk held 25%. Notice that Sean didn't put his motherfucking name on it, and the reason why he did not put his name on it is so that he wouldn't have to pay the families from the city college tragedy. They couldn't sue him. That was a smart business move on his end, because a lot of people who are wealthy don't really put their names and shit. They'll put their company in that. They'll say, oh, I only make $1,200 a year. I only make that much money. But their company, their connections, all these other things that they have investments in, is where all the money is at. So again, it was a smart business move on his end. Fucked up for the families. Because if you are a person that cares about the community and you know that you created this environment, the thing that you should have done was to be responsible for it. And then on top of that, when you talk about optics, that makes you look good, nigga. That could have been something that you could have used when niggas was lying against you. Well, how can you sit up here and talk about me being this when I sat up here and was accountable and actually paid the families? That would have been good for you. But see, that would be too much like right. Because the nigga not right. So again, because of that, they were able to secure a $10 million deal for Biggie's album. Sean received a $1.5 million advance, which went into his motherfucking pocket, and another $1.5 million overhead that he said that Kirk can do whatever the fuck he want to do with it, my nigga. You came into shit with me, you believe me, so at least in this moment, I'm gonna be fair, but just make sure my business running right. That's all I'm saying. Or if you're gonna take this money, you gonna have to work to pay me back, bitch. So you got to do your part. And Kirk really was going to be there, because Kirk again was made what's his name? Sean's first son. Lord, it's slipping my mind right now, girl. But became his godfather. So again, like he said, he felt like he was obligated to do this. So at that time, Kirk ran both the books for the company and for Sean's personal life. And I'm going to leave y'all here with the commentary. Sean became more and more of what was known as a paper gangster, pretending to be from the streets, right? While Kirk kept everything running behind the scenes. So you see Sean talking like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm exempt. Girl, I'm a god. What you mean, bitch? I'm not no regular ass person, bitch. You know who I am? Bitch, you was probably created off of some Jodeci shit. Bitch, you know how many motherfuckers want to be in my presence? You know how many motherfucking niggas want to be in the position that you in now, nigga? I know one day in the future, I'm going to have a group of niggas walking to New York, bitch, to give me cheesecake and Cambodian breast milk, girl, to drink it down with. So don't talk to me like that. So again, his head, his ego started to inflate. Because again, he grew up in this environment in the beginning that was this very pimp-esque cash rule everything around me. Fuck you niggas, ass type. All the money is mine. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm the nigga in the alley. I'm all of these things. And now he's getting money to do that. And it's a bunch of black nigga people, girl, who are desperate to get out of the hood, who are desperate to have their life changed. And like a juror said, or not juror, but somebody else, I'm sorry, I forgot one of the other artists, I think the one from the group he was in, Dirty Money, said that he was a representation of the 1% of black people that can get out the hood and make millions of dollars. And when you see someone doing that, especially someone who looks like you, came from where you came from, or at least tells you they came from where you came from, even though they had money, they were still dealing with abuse, bitch. It was just hidden with money. So even though you're coming from that type of background, you have the ability to change your goddamn life. Just for this nigga to get into positions of power and instead of help his people, literally siphon the life energy from these people, because from a young age, he's been taught how to take, and if you give a little bit. I forgot the name of the goddamn pimp who looked like a more evolved version with more chromosomes and more brain cells, the evolved version of Andrew Caldwell in his 60s, 70s, who was on that Drewski show, a pimp nigga who was sitting here speaking about the game and rapping and crapping and all that type of shit. You can't trust no bitch, man. Bitch, you gotta have a cold heart against a bitch. Only time you care about a bitch is if the bitch is fucking the trick, because the trick is able to get you them bricks. That type of shit. So he grew up seeing that. Then he's literally manifesting that. I'm going to find a way to find my version of it. I'm going to find a way to make my shit work. And the nigga did it. So that's one thing that I cannot take from Sean, even though Sean did some fucked up shit. Fuck nigga shit. The one thing that is true in him, and I think we have to pay attention to, is the power of belief. We are all co-creating something in our lives. So I can make this a little bit bigger. We are all co-creating something in our lives. Every single day. Whether we're conscious of it or not. Sean believed in himself in such a crazy ass way that he was willing to get to where the fuck he wanted to get to. As we continue with these reviews and recaps over the next few weeks or whatever, how long, bitch, because I'm going to see how these videos do. If they do good, then I may come back with some more shit. But for those of you who watch the documentary, again, we see him evolve and grow from being this individual who was very straight edge. Did not smoke, did not drink. None of these things. Goofy ass nigga. The life of the party ass nigga. The nigga that was always laughed at. The nigga that was like, girl, you gonna get that. You ain't gonna get that bitch, man. You see yourself? Nigga, how? How? See that pretty light-skinned nigga over there with the nice booty, though, and the eyebrows, bitch? You know you a fine-ass nigga when you can have a unibrow, bitch, and hoes still want you to rub that across they shit. You kidding me, my nigga? You gonna come over here with this motherfucking struggling-ass high top, over here looking like a damn fucking dehydrated worm and shit, looking like a young Flavor Flav, sir, thinking you gonna come over here and take motherfuckers. And he said, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me, what the fuck y'all feel about me. I know what's for me. And the universe set that up. That's the one thing about the universe. The universe don't give a fuck about how you operate as far as what you do or the intention behind it. All it's gonna do is give you what you're putting out. So Sean has been doing this for decades. There's plenty of involved situations or patterns that we pay attention to, especially over history, especially with social media, and now we can go back and look at things. We can establish patterns of abuse that this nigga has been doing. Even for our entertainment. I grew up watching Making the Band. I remember those episodes of niggas having to be literally embarrassed and humiliated and broken down, and then being told that we're gonna build you up. But the only time you being built up, bitch, is when you get ready to get cracked down, to get your doonies beat down. And you better not say nothing about it. But now we're at a place where Diddy is going to be accountable. Diddy can have all the money in the world, all the power and the influence, but the one thing that he has lost, and the one thing that he will continue to lose, even with those that are supporting him just like Trump, is that they're going to lose the love and the admiration and the affirmation, because now there are people who are speaking out against what you have done. And everybody can't be lying, my nigga. If you an individual, again, that knows they're operating in honor and valor, then you would have done the right thing. You would have paid your artists what they deserve. You would pay the families who lost their loved ones what they deserve. You would be accountable, allegedly, for this whole interconnection of what happened with Biggie and Tupac. Because it's interesting that nobody knows how to solve that fucking mystery. But then when people have information, oh, well, yeah, we'll never solve it. Girl, y'all don't even know what Jesus coming back, so I don't even know why the fuck y'all talking. We talking to the people who actually trying to figure shit out, who pay attention to shit. You would do the right thing, but in this world, and as that one book says, because there is little nuggets of truth in that bitch if you know how to look at it, girl. The love of money is the root of all evil. Sean loved money because money brings forth control. He don't have to evolve. He don't have to do his shadow work. He don't have to do his self-work. He don't have to be forced to be able to change his fucking life inwardly to where he can be a better fucking human being. Why do that when I have money? And the fact that there are people in the world right now who are very broken, who broken inwardly, broken in their pockets, girl, just all types of broke. That's an opportune position for a narcissist to be in. Because when a narcissist gets you to depend on them, baby, they will do whatever the fuck they want to do with you, and you will keep coming back because there is no life without them. And the universe gonna hold Diddy accountable, baby. No shade. There will be a day where he will have one. Especially the way that things are happening now spiritually and vibrationally, things are happening at a faster rate. I don't give a fuck if you believe or not, bitch. Look at the fuck where we at now as Americans, bitch. How everything's moving so fast. Are any of y'all paying attention to what's going on? But anyway, y'all, this was the first recap for episode 1 of Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Again, the episode Pain and Love. What did y'all think about it? Again, this is spur of the moment. It was a little messy because I had a certain amount of time to be able to try to get this together. I wanted to do this earlier, but I was taking pictures, watching it again, composing like a script or something that I can follow to be able to help make it smooth. But we are almost at an hour and 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good. Let me look at the comments real quick. Let's see. Mesa is the one who used to be signed to J Records by Clive Davis, who signed Sean Combs to have a distribution deal for Bad Boy Records, Arista Records. Come through, Kenneth Tooks, with all the information. Clive Davis is a sneakier snake than Sean Diddy Combs. Well, shit. Hell yeah, because he got that white privilege. He got ultra protection, girl. And he bisexual now, girl. I don't know. Maybe, girl, for all you motherfucking hoes that want money, girl, and using y'all bodies to get what you want, girl, that's a prime target, girl. Go ahead and fuck him good. Girl, you better fuck that Mr. Penguin looking ass motherfucker and let him skeet the motherfucking C notes your way. Bitch, he can't barely see and shit. You can make some shit up, girl. A lot of you hoes are crafty queens anyway. A lot of you are stunt queens, girl. That's the biggest motherfucking thing. And when you take his ass out through an orgasm, bitch, because I realized that even when you nut, you can have a seizure and shit. Now, I've never had that before, but if I'm going to die, that would be a preferable, favorable way to die. Later on in life, because I still want to live and bust nuts without death, girl. Just and keep moving and eat afterwards. But yes, you homosexuals, girl, who like being schemers, scammers, and want rich niggas, all that shit. Somebody please fuck Clive Davis, girl. Fuck him real good, girl. Can somebody get Raheem Shabazz on the phone? Can somebody get Elijah Zane on the phone? Can somebody get Fat Rabbit Killer on the phone? Where are these niggas to be able to slay this motherfucker? And then you would be doing it for a greater good. You would be doing it for a greater good, girl. Jaguar Wright will probably make a song about your ass, girl. Phyllis Hyman will come out of the grave, girl, and visit you, girl, and sing whatever song you want for her at the bed of your the end of your bed, and haunt his ass, girl. Cause I bet Phyllis Hyman, girl, she not even in heaven or hell, bitch. She waiting at Clive Davis's goddamn body, like, bitch, I got a bet, and I'm gonna beat your ass like I'm Beyonce from Lemonade, girl. I'm gonna have joy in my heart. Okay, I'm just I'm just saying. Let's see. Clive Davis, you put some more music on, girl, because I might just chill with y'all for a minute. No shade, because we live tonight, bitch. I got my internet shit situated, bitch. I'm kind of. And speaking of Phyllis Hyman, come on now. We have Living All Alone, bitch. There used to be a time in my life when we were love. Let's see. Okay, it's a little loud now. Girl, Phyllis Hyman is amazing. There's a channel y'all need to watch called Black. I think it's called... Hold on, bitch. Are those sirens? Don't tell me they're coming to get me, girl. I was playing. I think it's called the Black Music Archive channel. Dope. They break down all type of musical things. I think there's one on Phyllis Hyman, if I'm not mistaken. If not, there needs to be one. But that's pretty dope. It was amazing. Let me finish reading your comment, though. Clive Davis is the one that put Whitney Houston. Clive Davis is the one who put Whitney Houston to be in Los Angeles the time during 2012 Grammys after she recovered from rehab. If Clive Davis didn't put Whitney Houston in that hostile environment, we would still have her alive. Dirty, dirty son of a bitch. Diddy did the same thing to Biggie with pushing him to go to California, and just noticed the parallel to him and Clive Davis, shady businessman. I don't know why a side of me was like, don't say that, but y'all already watched it. So again, you're gonna get spoilers. I'm like, what the fuck? Kirk was a great businessman who got screwed over by Diddy. Talking about Kalina, girl. Kalina? Who Kalina? Thank you. I hope so. We gonna see. It was interesting. My live was interesting. Thank you. You know I'm BubzDaGawd, so I got to be unique, girl. There's only one BubzDaGawd. Just like how there's only one J inclusive, girl. Even though I sometimes, utilize J Inclusive's content to kind of give a deeper context on things, girl. Can't nobody do it like J Inclusive, bitch. Okay, they in their own lane. And one thing, unlike Diddy, is I respect motherfuckers. I'm not envious of people, because whatever people have, what they can do, I can do it too. I gotta find my own way. I'm all about celebrating people. There is a way to grow and evolve and better yourself that actually is a good way to do it, that because it involves everybody else. Everybody else can eat. Everybody else can grow. I love that. So, Diddy, I don't know, girl. Girl, damn. I low-key want to say something, but I don't want to say something. I'm saying, you just stay true to yourself, which was amazing. That's one thing I have to do. He does look like Penguin from Batman. He sure do. And got that damn long-ass nose, bitch. Can you even go all the way down to the base with that nose? Wouldn't it stop? Bubz is so animated. That's one thing about Bubz. I'm definitely going to be animated. J Inclusive, this live was good. When the commentary is entertaining, keep going. Thank you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I'm going to take that affirmation. And again, make sure y'all subscribe to J Inclusive as well. They've been uploading a few videos. Now I don't know, maybe this week I may come through with lives. Eventually, I do want to tell y'all what the trajectory for my channel is going to be next. I feel like I should just do it now. And maybe I'll do it again to kind of remind y'all. Next year, my channel is going to be a little different. I'm going to focus more on edited content, okay? I'm going to, first of all, continue my Blame It on the Dress series. I'm definitely going to finish that because I want to get that shit out. No shade. So that's that. I'm also going to be uploading a few acting monologues. Like there are some scenes or different types of monologues that I've heard to where it's like I kind of want to explore that because I do love acting. That is one of my passions. So I figured I would kind of just utilize my channel for that as well. I already do voiceover work in a sense independently, so I'm going to try that. I'm also going to be reviewing more salacious web reality shows because that's where the hoes at. So I got to get some of these hoes' attentions, girl. But I can transmute it. I used to do that with Bad Boys Club and all the other commentaries. But I'm thinking about reviewing Now That's TV's commentary. One in particular, Playboy's Miami. And also there is a series on YouTube called Butch Queen University. And those are involving the girls from Bigo. So I'm probably going to do commentary on that. Just expand my options a little bit more, but I'm gonna still be BubzDaGawd, I'm gonna still be me, you know what I'm saying? But just kind of explore different options. And I will eventually do lives on this channel, but I think I kind of want to do more lives over on TikTok. No shade, because I kind of want to build my stuff over there. So those are the few things that I'm thinking about doing for my channel next year. If you have any suggestions on what you would like from BubzDaGawd, hit me up on my Instagram, DM me, and let me know what you think. As far as collaborations, J Inclusive, we ain't gotta talk about it now, because after this, I'm about to make me something to eat, because my munch is coming in. I'm going to watch some more episodes of Interview with the Vampire, because that light-skinned nigga booty is fine as hell, girl, and got me thinking about it. But definitely, I would love to do a collaboration with you, Jay, in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how we gonna make it work, but if you're open to it, I definitely want to do that. I'm supposed to be working on some sort of collaboration whenever that would happen. I don't know. With Mari Anton. He said a few times that he wanted to work on something. So Mari, if you're watching right now, pimping, I'm ready to do some work too. No shade. I kind of want to do some collaborations with people. You know what I'm saying? And see what we can do. So if you're interested in that, you can DM me and let me know as well. Now, I may be a little late to the DMs. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me put my other music on because this could be my outro shit. First of all, we got sound effects, bitch. We got applause. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that's loud. We got applause. We got a bounce. Girl, when I watch Interview with a Vampire tonight, girl, we got a heartbeat. We got a drum roll. Okay, I like that one. You might have just kept the bongos. Why you bring the other shit in? We got a gong. Test your might. Oh, girl, we have all of that. Okay, the gong lasts long. Okay, it's a long ass gong, bitch. You can do more sounds? Oh, I can't. Because I got the free version. Anyway, I want to say thank y'all so much for coming through and joining me on my commentary. Again, I'm trying something new. If you can, please not if you can, bitch. Please do it. At least this, okay? Make sure you hit the like button. Okay, because it helps this channel to grow in the algorithms, baby. We are on the road to 9K. I'm speaking a little too ahead of the curve. Excuse me. We're on the road to 1K. Okay, we're at 965 subscribers. Also, please make sure y'all share. If you like my commentary, share them in different spaces. Those who agree, disagree. If you like, bitch, if you are part of a fucking 420 marijuana group, girl, or you saying, bitch, if you hoes are bored and you want to laugh at some shit while high, girl, watch this and learn some shit, make sure that you share it, okay? Because sharing definitely is caring. I'm all about giving, okay? No shade, but I'm also about receiving. So if there's anything that I've said in my commentary that you would like to share on your platform, whether you want to give your response to it, whether you agree, disagree, you just want to read the fuck out of me, girl, I don't give a damn. This is YouTube. It's a public platform. You can use my content for whatever the hell you want. All I ask is that you tag me at BubzDaGawd so that I know that it's real. And definitely, if you really want to give, you can hit that Cash App at the bottom of the screen, $signs BubzDaGawd, okay? Please hit the Cash App, girl. Because, baby, I'm going on to some higher shit too, girl. And if you touch it and agreeing with me, you can send $1. You can at least send $1. Damn. Here goes some raps, Bubs. Shit. You having us laughing, girl. We listen to you when we driving. We listen to you when we doing other type of shit, and that's cool, because I'm a background type of nigga anyway. That's why I know a lot, because I observe and shit. Okay? But if I'm helping your day go by fast, I'm making you laugh, girl, bless the Cash App, please. Because it makes my hotline blink. Which can only mean one thing, bitch. First of all, it makes my heartbeat go fast. Okay? And then my stomach kind of has a drum roll, bitch. And then sometimes I want to fart where it ends like that. But then after a while, girl, when I see what it does, it kind of has a little gong effect on me, girl, where I got to test my might. Okay? Boing. I'm just saying. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Shout out to the books were amazing. I'm talking about the interview with the vampire books. I thought you said the butts were amazing. Both are amazing. But again, shout out to T for T in the building. Shout out to Kenneth Tooks. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to them. Shout out to J Inclusive. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to them as well. Shout out to DJ The Truth TV. Let me see. Shout out to Off the Narc. Shout out to King Harold in the motherfucking building. Shout out to you being here, sir. Shout out to the MVP of the short stack girl, Deshaun Stallings, who loves to rub BubzDaGawd down, girl. Just rub me down and make it hurt good. We got Queen Spicy in the building. Shout out to her. Who else we got? I think. Hold on, y'all, to call. All right, y'all. I think that's I already said DJ The Truth. Girl, I need some water, girl. You know when you smoking. Hold on, girl. You really need to be eating weed, not smoking it. No shade, but bitch, I'm gonna do what I want. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed the live. And I will see y'all again next time, everybody. So let's get this bird head face nigga off my shit. And until next time, and I gotta put this back up because I accidentally deleted it. Where are we at? My outro. Yes, I want my outro. Okay. Until next time, everybody. Peace.
I can be anything I choose in this round. We are a sound vibration too deep to tell.